What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mykeeey here with another YouTube video. Today, Antonio Talks got an interesting video. He says this streamer exposed the truth about black people. He got a picture of Joe Bart in the thumbnail, so it got my attention for sure. This guy Joe Bart saying anything crazy, you get me? I'll be surprised. It would definitely shock me because he's a cool YouTuber and streamer. He seems like he's down to earth. He don't seem like he talks too crazy. He seems like he's aware of himself and he's aware consciously. He try to keep himself filled with things that's keeping him well knowledgeable of information. So I want to see what the fuck what is his take on the truth of black people? What the fuck would he have to say? What the fuck? Yeah, that's just the main thing. What the fuck he got to say? So I gotta see this. I gotta see this. This is my first reaction. My next reaction. I gotta do this with y'all because I hope it ain't no dumb shit. I already do hope it ain't no dumb shit, bro.
A huge content creator by the name of Joe Bartolosi. Millions on TikTok, millions on Twitch, millions on YouTube. This is a huge guy. Recently on Twitter though, a clip of him has went viral expressing his feelings about black people. So the post has over 10 million views. It's sitting at 100,000 likes. And his caption, Joe Bartolosi goes off on people who say black people are more likely to commit crimes than white people. Just off that caption alone, you are a white boy. But nah, for real though, it's refreshing to see a straight white American male in 2026 that isn't a bigot. I gotta show respect to Joe for that. He has a
bro, I'm gonna say Joe is not dumb. He's aware of himself and he's aware of everything.
And be racist and the edgy white teens will eat it up. But no, he got morals. But let's watch the video.
Do not commit more crimes than white people on a personality basis. If you're going to say statistically they do, that is only because of impoverished areas in the lives that they've been given because of the implications that have been put on them through, what is it called? Systemic racism. They've been given a shit hand and therefore live in that shit hand and are more likely to commit crimes if they're impoverished, living in areas where they have to survive.
It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I explain it all the time. Y'all know
Open shut case.
I tell y'all to always go back if you want to answer to things. Cause and effect. Trickle down economics. Although black America isn't as bad as they really like to portray it, it's really just the internet and the cherry picking that make it look worse than what it is. But we do have our problems, and those problems exist because of what black Americans have went through. I'm going to do a short synopsis. A lot of people say I say the same things over and over in my videos. Well, I get a lot of new viewers in my videos, so I tend to repeat things. So yeah, but anyway, the reason black America has the dysfunction that it has, let's go back to slavery. And in fact, it only ended, what, 200 something?
Yes, we are not too far removed from slavery, let alone civil rights movement and all the things that led to us having the, whatever they think we have a freedom of speech and all the freedom we have that everybody think we, you feel me, try to abuse. We've not too far moved when that shit was not available to us at all. It wasn't even an option, wasn't even in their brain to even think to give to us. People might be thinking, why are you saying us? Because I'm a black American. If you don't think I'm black, I'm sorry that your view of the black American diaspora is very little. Because I'm a black American. Both of my parents are black American. Both of my parents are black American. Both of my grandparents are black American. Both sides on each, you feel me, on each branch, each streak. I don't feel like I have to express that all the time, but sometimes when motherfuckers get to yapping, get to over chatting, over questioning why I say the things I say, why I act the way I act, it's because I was raised that way. I was raised in a, you feel me? You know, I was raised by my parents. I was raised in a black household. I know how certain things, they made sure that I knew about my history, knew about myself alone, let alone knew about my family, what things happen in this world and how to interact with people and entities and different things in this world, you feel me? And how to be aware of the privileges we have, because a lot of these things people overlook as privileges, because there's still other places in this world where they still get down like that. They still have slavery. They still have women's rights that's being abused. They still have rights against race and rights against colorism. They still have other places in this world where the things that we do, expressing it on the, even expressing this digitally is not even allowed. You feel me? So it's like we have privileges, but people still find a way to try to demean us when we use it and try to make it seem like we just being victims. We being victims. Like, no, nigga, we expressing that. Y'all still do the same shit that y'all do, and we can express it now. And if y'all want to have confrontations, we can settle that and have a legal settlement about that. We can have a legal argument, a legal confrontation. We could talk about it digitally. We could do whatever. We could have the freedom and privilege to express our differences through digital. We have the privilege to do that now. We not too far removed where niggas literally died for saying anything, for looking at a white man. Niggas don't really do their homework on why Emmett Till did die. Niggas just know him from little things. Emmett Till died because a white woman lied on him. Simple as that. You feel me? Little things like that, and things like that is starting to. I hate to say it, things like that is starting to cycle back up again because people just make lies, and it's worse because it's on the internet and people just run with lies. People create things to go with their lies, and they fabricate things, or they just have people that go along with things that go with their lie that don't even have the right mind, and they just want to go with it just because that's just a person that they know, that's their friend. They just want to make sure they don't get nothing wrong happening to them. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. That's why this Black America scope can be this look dysfunctional and how it is confusing and how it is. You feel me? Just how it is, man. We're not too far removed from this shit, so y'all gotta be mindful of how y'all speak to people, because when you speak it to Black Americans, some people are aware of their self and aware of the Black American history, Black American, how to be a Black American to themselves. People know how to treat themselves, how to be around people and around other races. People know how to do that and operate like that. But when people are by themselves and people are able to be the freedom mind and creative uniqueness of themselves, that's when we be able to see. That's when we be able to truly see who they are, how they act. You feel me? Some people be trying to force their own opinion, project their own opinion on the people when they don't know their own homework, don't do their own history on why people act the way they act. If you do your own homework to see when this shit ended, 1865, you can easily see we're not even 200 years past this shit at all in current time. You feel me? We still right next to that shit. You feel me? Motherfuckers trying to make it seem like that shit happened 500 years ago with these black and white pictures. No, this shit damn near just happened. It wasn't even 2 centuries ago. It was a century and a half ago.
Years ago? But anyway, slavery, that was 400 years of brutal, non-stop work. And in my opinion, it was an attempt.
And that's the other thing. Slavery was 400 years. We haven't even got past the mark where it was double the time that it was like that it happened. Slavery happened for 400 years, and we only been 150, 160 years removed. Do you think any of the generational genes of trauma wouldn't be passed on to nobody? You think that's not gonna still be passed on, even though it might be, you think it might be going away now, disappearing now, but still, it still might be permanent in certain ways.
The genocide, and a lot of people love to downplay chattel slavery. No, this was something, man, what? But just the things we went through during slavery, the psychological problems, those things still can transfer over in 2026. It's called epigenetics. So we went through that. Then we were released in 1865. We were considered free, but not really free. We dealt with Jim Crow, segregation, the KKK, all types of unfair treatment. Then we could talk about things such as redlining, right? Where they literally mapped us off in certain areas.
They still
so
do
we
this
could have
shit.
access to the better jobs, the better resources. They would run highways over certain areas. Then we could talk about the 1950s, the 1960s, when a lot of black leaders started to realize, like, man, we got to do something about the problems we're dealing with. I highly recommend everybody read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And the things that this brother is talking about, he's dealing with in the 1960s, y'all, it's literally something that I see in 2026, right? I know I'm kind of going off topic. I love to rant, but in this book, it was a certain section he was talking about. And what happened was some black people did something dumb where a white woman was killed. And they immediately tried to just, put all the blame onto black people. But Malcolm X was like, well, y'all can't just point the finger, because the reason that they were even messed up in the first place is because of the conditions that you guys placed them under, right? And I look at that the same way in 2026. They love talking about YN culture, this and that. I don't approve any of this, but also these are the conditions that you guys harbored. You guys put the drugs in the neighborhood. You guys put the weapons in the neighborhood. You did all of these things. So now in 2026, you're still getting the byproducts and want to just put all the blame on us. No, y'all got to take some blame too. But anyway, back in the 1960s, we had black power movements, okay? Black Panthers, Malcolm X, MLK, Fred Hampton, all of these type of groups and leaders tried to come up and basically guide the black community. Anytime we tried to organize and they saw something, they knocked them off. In fact, there is a whole program put in place just to disassemble black power movements. It's called COINTELPRO. After this, we had the chemical warfare. Okay, that's heroin, that's crack cocaine. In fact, most of the parents of the YNs today are damn near crack babies. Think about it. The parents that were born in the late 1980s, a lot of them are crack babies. So maybe they didn't know how to raise their children right. Not making excuses, but hey, man, we gotta look back. And I bring these things up because it's like, y'all want to understand why black America is the way it is, or why black people are the way they are in America. Well, I'm trying to tell you, but if I bring these things up, y'all, they'll say I'm being a victim or I'm making excuses when I'm not doing any of that.
Not
I tell
at
you
all.
all the time, but I lead by example. I am a young black man. I'm 24, no criminal record, graduated from high school with a 4-point-something GPA, got a full ride to college. I'm married, have 3 children, an active father. My kids up.
Shout out, brother. Damn, nigga, you 24 with 3 kids, nigga. Goddamn, my nigga. Oh my God. It'd be crazy to me when people younger than me not only is married, shout out to you, bro, and or past. Not only they one kid, they have 2 kids. Nigga has 3 kids. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. You feel me? I'm happy that you found love and that you succeeded in life. You feel me? Because we gotta acknowledge our black brothers when they actually succeed in life. Not only do we have to acknowledge when people are doing bad and tell them how they gotta do right. You feel me? Discipline people. We gotta acknowledge people when they living right and living life is, you feel me, is golden. You feel me? Even though I paused it kind of bogus on you, brother. My bad. You feel me? But shout out to you, brother. Graduating, not only graduating high school, but graduating college. I think he said having the life you have. It's great. Motivation. I hope that motivates you guys to not only be level-headed and right-minded in the way you think and the way you operate in life, and hope that motivates you to know that you can do what you want to do. You can still go to school, still have your outside life, flourish in that, and flourish in this too, because he's doing good on YouTube as well, and he's well knowledgeable, as you can see, in the things he's talking about. These are the people I like to watch and like to react to because they help me learn things, help me be well aware of things that not only I already know, but help me learn things that I didn't know. Because a lot of stuff I already knew about. It's just refreshing type shit.
Stay asleep right now, and I consider myself to be a positive role model. Like, I live by a moral code and I promote that.
You were to take a group of people and put them in an impoverished area, they're likely to commit more crimes because they have not been helped in the way that they need to be. But if you meet a black guy on the street and you say to his face, he's more likely to commit a crime than you're fucking racist. Yes.
Literally, y'all. Sorry to pause again already, Joe, but this is correct. Poverty has always had a correlation to crime. Always. You can go in any area of the world and you will see a link between poverty and high crime rate. Just go to some of these poor white areas in America. I mean, you see some of the same, it's mirror image. And
I was about to say, them trailer parks get dirty too, you feel me? Them motherfuckers be looking and scurrying for shit too, you feel me? It don't be just black people out there homeless asking for a spare change. It be all races. It's just a matter of where you keep yourself at, where your environment at. If you choose to go and to see for yourself what them areas look like and how them people get down, everybody get down and have to fight for their needs. They will commit crimes and do whatever they gotta do to get their fix and get their life together to live. You feel me? Wherever there is poverty, there is crimes. There's people living down bad. There's people living under the barrel because they're not getting the attention. They're not getting no real care. No one gives a fuck. So why would you give a fuck if this motherfucker doing something down and dirty? If they not even can't afford to even keep up with the, you feel me, with the building next door. They can't afford to keep up with the school. They can't afford to keep up with the gas. Can't afford to live in the house. They can't afford to pay no job. Not pay no job. They can't pay no bill. They can't work in no job. They can't afford to do anything because the community don't even have nothing to invest in. Everything around the community just be filled with poverty. All you see is poverty. Nothing that gives you motivation. That's going to only give you motivation to rob niggas, to see something. When you finally see something that's outside of poverty, you're gonna want it because you never had it before, and motherfuckers gonna start acting weird. Motherfuckers gonna start acting beside themselves. That's what you're gonna get when people live in poverty. They family live in poverty for generations. Keep that same mindset, but think about that for generations on generations living in poverty or surrounded by poverty, not knowing nothing but poverty, not knowing how to survive without poverty, and changing and trying to help the family understand that you could operate and live in a life totally different because we have different privileges now, and or motherfuckers have to fight to earn these privileges because it's just morality. You have to have good ideals, not even good ideals. You have to have good morality, sense of morality about life. You don't have to have a good faith sometimes. Some people without faith can understand this is not how you're supposed to treat people. You can understand somebody living in poverty all their life, subjected to poverty, always getting mistreated by cops, getting mistreated by the system in every shape, form, whether it's education, workforce, faith-based, whether you want to think about it, faith-based too. Motherfuckers be trying to warp that too. So it's like, it just depends on what you try to think about and how you try to keep yourself aware of the situation, whether you black, brown, white, green, pasty, NBA Finals 2006. No matter what you is, you gotta keep aware of yourself.
Let's just go off statistics. Based off the 2019 FBI data stats, the one they love to use for 1350, do y'all know that 69% of the crimes are done by white people? You know what I'm saying? So why is that not talked about?
Because it's them. To throw is clouded by the idiocy of yourself to not recognize why that fact is in existence. not because black people are genetically more likely to commit a crime. That's stupid.
So this is the most liked comment under this thread. It's by Asmon Gold, 40,000 likes. It's true that blacks experience systematic
Blacks is
racism.
crazy.
They benefit from it. Blacks and other minority groups enjoy preferential treatment through DEI and affirmative action at the expense of white and Asian Americans. Socioeconomic conditions is a cope and everyone knows it.
What? We don't benefit from shit because motherfuckers don't even get the whatever benefits y'all think we get. We don't get that shit. So that's the other thing he said is fucking tech services. It don't mean shit. Y'all actually get more benefits from this shit than we do. That's what's so crazy and ironic about when motherfuckers come out here try to say black Americans benefit from some type of systematic reproval, something they try to do to, you feel me, repraise us, to give reparations. We don't ever get it. We supposed to get you feel me, 100 acres and some old shit, but we never seen it. They just lied to us, you feel me? They gave it to somebody else. You feel me? They would rather give it to somebody else than a black American, let alone somebody black. What the fuck? Y'all think we benefit from shit? We get the barrel, the scraps of everything. Fuck you talking about?
First off, DEI
still
was
making it to
started
diamonds
because black people weren't given the equal opportunities, right? So let me explain it to you. Say for instance, a black person is a
And it's just basic skills to life. Like why should I have to fight harder to get a regular job at fucking Walmart, dog, than this fucking white dude over here? His name is just different. Just because my name is Jaquanda or some other shit. We could have the same exact name, but because when I put, what's your race? Black American, and that person put white man, why does it make any difference? Why do we need to have a race category for when you fill out a job application? You trying to figure out about my skills and about what experience I have on this job. What does my race have to do with that? Me providing my skill. Should be weird, man. Should be weird.
For a job. It's 5 or 6 individuals. It's 1 black dude, 4 white people, and an Asian. All of these individuals pretty much have the same credentials. They got a college degree, same work experience, around the same age. But the hiree is a white person. Even though the credentials are all the same, he's going to pick a fellow white man. So DI came around and was like, okay, let's make things a little more fair. That is all DEI is. DEI doesn't mean that you're less qualified and you get the job.
Right.
It means that you're just given a better opportunity. But so many of these people, they're so stupid and they can't, I don't know what's wrong with. But if you guys want to see a full video debunking that whole thread that Asmongold said, go check out Birdman video. It's right here, man. He did a great job at dismantling a lot of this bullshit. Now, this right here is the second highest liked comment. It's made by a Korean. I tell you, a lot of these Asians, they see themselves as white too, and they get the benefits of white supremacy. He says, wealthy blacks commit more crimes than poor whites. It has over 19,000 likes, and its evidence for this is a chart from 2010. Like, they can't even find something new.
Yeah, that going that far back is crazy. Like, you would think they know better, bro. Like, life is so much different than 2010. Nigga, you know what iPhone we was on in 2010, nigga? We still had Obama back then. Obama was president in 2010, nigga. We don't have shit close to what Obama was doing in this today and age. They flying drones, some more shit now. I'm sorry, we do not commit as much crimes as y'all think we do compared to all the races, bro. I'm sorry.
Sons of
y'all
black
put that propaganda out and just keep trying to let it ride. That's not the case.
Day as the sons of white families earning $36,000. Him showing this chart is not the gotcha moment that he thinks, because it actually proves that rich nigga, poor nigga, dark nigga, light nigga, fat nigga, skinny nigga, you still a nigga to these police and these white supremacist organizations. If y'all didn't know, man, black people are profiled at the highest rates of any group of people. Yes. And let me give you some evidence to support this. Black people make up 54% of all exonerations, despite only being 13% of the population. And this is the third like comment.
They like locking niggas up for crimes they didn't do, and then let them sit in there for dinner all their life. And then let them out when they realize, oh yeah, that wasn't you at all. Give you a small ass amount of reparations to, you feel me, give you a type of, you feel me, settlements for the error they made. Like, you didn't just waste away this man's whole life for a crime he didn't even do. Y'all got the wrong guy. Literally got the wrong guy. You had him sit him in there, had to ruin his whole life experience. He don't know what the fuck. He can't take back no experience he had in jail. But y'all was just only cooking and didn't even want to do your own investigation to prove that this nigga and actually get the right person, because the right person done lived their whole life damn near, because y'all didn't realize phone them didn't do this crime until recently, whenever the fuck they leave these niggas out. It should be crazy. And black people are the majority of those cases be black people in those cases that be locked up for crimes they didn't even do, and they let the motherfucker that's really supposed to be in jail out free cooling, living his life. Should be crazy, bro.
Finally, we got some sensible things. Let me fix this. Poor people are more likely to commit crimes. Middle class people are less likely to commit crimes. Rich people are more likely to get away with committing crimes.
Exactly. Yep,
Like
yep.
it or not, this is common within every nation. It's also an education issue. The system was created to make sure that the lowest class aren't able to escape this reality. That, brother, is cooking. Even to add on to this, capitalism. Capitalism needs a low class of people to function right. So it's like, bro, I can break it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm dismantling all this shit. People gonna look at this video, the racist people, and still be like, oh, you're a victim. You're this and that, man. It's a lose-lose situation. But I explain these things to all of my viewers that want to know, so that when you run into these type of people, you know how to hold your ground and fight back against the bullshit narrative that they try to put out there. Now, this thread is just full of racism. Pretty much everybody in the comment is just being like, oh, this dude.
And we need more creators like you, brother, because that's why I'm trying to get into my YouTube bag and share my own opinion. Even though what I'm saying might not correlate a little bit, but I'm just expressing my own opinion on this thing, because you're not alone. People be thinking it's only a few numbers of people that's aware, black people that's aware of themselves, aware of their culture, aware of their history, and know how to advocate their history, know how to talk about their history, talk about the real facts about what's going on, how we operate, how we really think in this world, let alone the United States as a black American, as a black man. I like to share my, opinion and the facts I know and the research I do. I will be able to share that and provide that with y'all, because I'm not just a dumb nigga that's provide my opinion without any facts, without any real substance behind it. I got sources. Sometimes I might be too lazy to provide you my sources, but guess what? When I do, please understand, I don't just think this way because I just woke up and like, oh, you know what? Fuck this man. Fuck this man. No, I don't just wake up one day and say fuck somebody. No, I have a reason behind why I don't fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I don't fuck with this race or that race, this race or that race. I don't fuck with certain people, specific people. It's not a race behind it. People like to attach and project their own things and their own opinions onto a culture, onto a people. Like, we think that way. Like, we don't know. You didn't meet this man. You didn't talk to this man, understand how he truly thinks. Until you do that, you won't understand that. You feel me? And we know how to operate. We know how to do our own research. The same way y'all know how to do research and advocate for the dumb shit y'all think, I could do research and advocate for the right things in the right ways and the right truthful facts. If I learned something that I didn't know before, guess what? I learned something. If I find some more facts that shows my opinion is actually factual, be prepared to sit through me, go through every layer of every fact that shows you, yeah, we have the right to think this way, and no, we're not victims. We're just telling you what the fuck you're doing, and you're trying to distract us and distract everybody else from taking on the accountability. You have to accept this accountability and accept this discipline that's telling you, you are wrong. You and these other people are still operating in this gaslighting fact. Like, this shit is right. No, you're not right. You're just gaslighting everybody else around you to make yourselves feel like the victim. No, you're just stupid and don't want to take accountability and be disciplined like the rest of everybody else. We're just trying to discipline you through words and showing you the facts and showing you the resources of why we think this way and why we operate this way and why we still live this way and why we have to still try to overcome these things, because y'all still try to do the same shit every day. Y'all try to make it like it's not, but you feel me? Like the chart said, or like post said the other day, a lot of wealthy people, higher classes, just know how to get away with crimes a lot better because they have money. They could pay their way out of certain things. Middle class people can't get away with shit, let alone they don't even try to because they comfortable. Why would they? They damn near comfortable. Ain't shit else you can do. You feel me? You done made it as far as you needed to. Your next generation of family might push it up to that higher, you feel me, higher status of life. The lower level, they feel with poverty. So unless you raised right around the good environments, that even though it's poverty, you can still be surrounded by people that have good morals, people that operate in a good sense of life, that want to keep you in a good environment, in the best environment they can provide inside poverty. People will still try to do that at their best abilities. You can still get that in poverty, but there's still areas and environments that you're more likely going to see crime, regardless of race. You see how I'm saying poverty in areas of poverty, lower class. I'm not saying race. You will see that regardless of where you at, whether you in United States, fucking Europe, Middle Eastern, Africa, no matter where you at. The only place you won't see that at is fucking Antarctica, because they don't allow motherfuckers to live there.
Idiot. Black people are they're this and that. But what you gotta understand is that, man, most of these white people in this thread have never had any interaction with black people. Their whole ideology is off of false stats and cherry pick videos that they keep engaging with. The way social media works is, if you see a black fatigue video, you're going to keep getting fed that. That is why they do so good on YouTube. It's like, man, none of these people can ever tell you a firsthand experience that they have with black people.
Yep, that's why I be trying not to. That's why I only did my 2 videos on Chud, the grifter. I'm going to call him that. Because I'm not gonna keep feeding into that algorithm because once you talk or not even talk, once you engage with that algorithm on your YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, anything on social media, it's gonna keep force feeding you that. I don't know why that media gets the most push out of anything because that shit is annoying, and I don't want to keep seeing the same shit I didn't grew up seeing all the time, whether it's through education, through books, through real life experiences. I don't want to keep seeing the same shit all the time. You feel me? It's just torture to me. Why do I want to keep going through the same torture? People going against and abusing my race, whether they want to try to do it out front and proud or they try to weaponize it and manipulate it and make it seem like they the victim and they know what they're gonna do and they know how to get away with it. Because more often than not, they still do. Hard. That's why I'm not even going. I'm gonna wait to see how this whole trial goes with that nigga Chuck the Builder. Everybody saying he gonna be done. He gone. He done. He gone. I believe it. I want him to be done. I really do want, and I'm sure that he's locked up for good. Well, God forbid this nigga Donald Trump get this nigga out, cause it's little shit like that. Little niggas get pardoned for anything. Donald Trump pardoned niggas for anything. He pardoned Kodak Black. He pardoned a lot of weird niggas. If this get enough traction, y'all niggas keep feeding to this weird ass nigga enough, he gonna get the attention of the wrong niggas, and the wrong nigga gonna bail this nigga out. We don't got time for that shit, bro. I'm not gonna keep feeding into that nigga. We don't need to keep feeding to that nigga. Look how that nigga looking. You think we won't keep feeding to that nigga to that type of content? No. We done seen this shit all our life, bro. So, you feel me? Let's keep it moving.
But they have black fatigue. They're gonna be like, oh, I saw this video. Oh, I saw that video. Oh, I did this. And it's like, bro. And just to even dismantle the theory that black people are inherently more violent or they're inherently this or inherently that. No, black people are just a product of their environment. This is the same reason why we see whitewashed black kids. For example, right, this is a video of a woman saying, asking my suburban kid to square up.
Yes? Square up. Square up. Square up? Yeah.
To square up.
What you think it means, square up? Okay, well, do what you think square up means. Like, get up and do what you think it means. If I tell you square up, what you think you're supposed to do?
Well, let's square. Then you better go up.
Man, I could find
Bro, what the hell? Yeah, that's like, see,
countless videos like that of suburban kids. Hell, I could go outside right now in my neighborhood, in the suburb. Majority black, by the way. But like I keep stating, these people don't have interactions with black people. They see black fatigue videos online all day, and this molds their perception of us. That's it for this video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Listen, though, if y'all want to see something similar to this, go check out me debunking this racist grifter, and I explain why black America is the way it is.
yep. Shout out to Antonio Talks. That was a great vid from you, brother. Cause man, definitely might tap in. Definitely might tap in with that later. You feel me? Sheesh. I'm glad Joe Bart ain't say nothing crazy. Cause I'm like, I'm pretty sure Joe Bart is aware of how the United States be trying to systematically abuse us and just every rich way they can just take advantage of us having to grow ourselves from slavery and having to work through the trials and tribulations of people trying to get jobs, people trying to live their life just regularly with the regular freedoms that every other person is supposed to be given, blessed with the God-given right to live their life. Black people, we be having to fight for a lot of these things, and a lot of these things be unnecessary. We have to advocate for ourselves in unnecessary ways, and sometimes y'all do not listen or do not hear it unless it's from another white person. Joe Bart is a person that is well aware of himself, well knowledgeable, and he had to advocate that we are not more than likely to commit crimes. It's just people that live in poverty. Regardless of what race you are, if you live in poverty, you're going to commit more crimes because it's inevitable. You barely have a fucking traffic camera at this red light stop. What do you think gonna capture you stealing from this gas station that don't get no fucking cameras? Y'all can't afford the cameras in the gas station. Y'all can't afford the gas. Y'all can't afford the cameras. Y'all can't afford high security at certain places. So guess what? Niggas gonna do what they can to get they food, get they fixed, whatever they need to do to live. That's what happens in poverty places. Not all of them. Some of them still have some type of security. Not all of them are filled with high crime rates. It's just they get down. The high class get down just the same. They just got a lot of money to hide it. They don't. You feel me? They have enough money to mute the noise. So it just depends on what you want to feed yourself and feed your brain. What knowledge you want to feed your brain. You want to continue to feed your brain a bunch of foolish knowledge, then do that. But please do not do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to operate in like-mindedness and operate in enlightenment. Please do not fall short of feeding yourself good information. Well, information to Learn how to treat people like a regular person, like a person that has the freedom and the freedom of will that you have. Everybody else got the same manner, same thinking, same process as you. As long as you give them the right, the benefit of the doubt, the respect they deserve, to have freedom of thought, they will be able to make the freedom of thought. If they don't be violent in your response. Try to walk them to understand, have an understanding heart to help people understand your perspective of life and why you think the way you think. You don't have to put people down if they think differently. That's what people be thinking. You gotta shun motherfuckers. You gotta find some facts from 30 years, 45 years ago to prove your thought. And when you pull up something that's that old and I pull up something that's from current date that disproves that fact, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna respond? Are you gonna respond violently, or are you just gonna keep responding with fallible resources, or you're just gonna have to change your perspective like we would like you to do? Just change your perspective, because it's not wrong. It's not wrong to change your perspective. Things change, adjust with time. You shouldn't be thinking like that in the first place, but you feel me? You still have some time to change, and you have to really rework that whole generation. Easier said than done, but please leave your thoughts and how you feel in the comments. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Please let me know in the comments. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in for another video. We've been going crazy. We're getting closer and closer to 500 subs. We're getting closer. We almost at that 50 subscriber count. We got to count down to that 500 sub mark. Let me know what type of special y'all would like for that 500 sub special. I got a vlog. I still got to edit that Vegas vlog. And I have that vlog from the antagonist tour. You feel me? It's going to look like, because the majority of the time it was recorded in Snapchat mode type shit, but I made sure to capture the moments as best as I can. So, if y'all want these vlogs at the 500 sub mark, or y'all want them earlier, let me know. But till next time, y'all.